Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss about a topic capacitance switching. In the last lecture, I have explained about a topic inductance, that is current shopping. So current shopping that will be created due to the inductance in the circuit. Similarly, the transients that will be generated due to the effect of capacitance in the circuit. Let us discuss how the switching transients that will be affecting the circuit with the presence of capacitance. So here, the another cause of excessive overvoltage transients across the circuit breaker is the introduction of capacitive currents. Example, energizing and de-energizing shunt capacitor banks and dropping of unloaded overhead lines or underground cables. So these are the possibilities of production of capacitive overvoltages in the circuit. And we know that the function of capacitor is to improve the power factor in the circuit, as well as sometimes it is used to give this voltage support to the entire system. In some applications, these capacitance they will be switched in and out frequently as the system voltage system load that varies and the system fluctuates. So whenever there is a change in load, correspondingly there will be a change in voltage as well as frequency. So in order to bring back the system to the normal condition by means of capacitance, the voltage that will be voltage support that will be provided in the system, and so that the system that will runs in the normal condition. This is called as capacitance switching. So in order to study the effect of capacitance, just we can have a simple circuit which will be energized by a source. And here the circuit which will have inductance as well as capacitance, and that will be connected along with the switch. And if you see the operation under normal condition, the switch that will be in closed position, and so that the circuit that will carry its normal current. But whenever any fault occurs in the system, the circuit breaker contacts get open, and so that the current will not be flowing through the circuit. Whenever the switch which is in closed condition or in short circuited condition, the capacitor that will be continuously charged in the circuit. But whenever the switch gets open, there will not be any flow of current, and so that what will happen means the capacitance it cannot able to charge, as well as it cannot able to discharge, because since the circuit is in open circuit condition, there is no path for the movement of electrons. So whatever the charges that available in the capacitor, that will be trapped in the circuit itself. So the voltage across the capacitor that remains constant when the circuit breaker contacts that is in open condition. And here, let us see the waveform during when the circuit is in open condition as well as in closed position. The first waveform that shows the normal voltage as well as the current waveform with respect to time. Here for a capacitive circuit, current leads the voltage by an angle of alpha or some 90 degrees. And here if you see, this is the current waveform. This will leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Now, the second waveform that is drawn for capacitor voltage, that is when you will be getting the capacitor voltage whenever the circuit breaker contacts are in closed position, that capacitor that will be continuously charging. So when the supply is in on condition, the capacitor that will be move along with the supply voltage, so that its magnitude that will be just like that its supply voltage. So until this point we will be getting the supply voltage, and then after this moment the supply voltage that will be move towards the negative direction. It will be moving in the negative direction. At the same time here, the voltage across the capacitor that will also move along the supply voltage, and so that it also in the negative direction. At this instant, here if you see, at this instant the current becomes zero. So if the current becomes zero means the contacts, the circuit breaker contacts, that will be in open circuit condition. If the circuit is in open circuit condition, what will happen? The electrons or the energy stored in the capacitance, it cannot able to move from the capacitor or from through the circuit. Okay, so it will be trapped in the electrons, that will be the charges that will be trapped only in the capacitance itself, so that the voltage across the capacitor that remains constant. So that's why here we will be getting the waveform like this. And at the same time, if you measure the voltage across the switch, what will happen? Since the switch is in open circuit condition, there is an there is a development of voltage across the circuit breaker contacts, and this voltage that will be twice the value of the normal supply voltage. This is the voltage we will be getting when this circuit breaker contacts that will be in open condition. Similarly, here during this instant, the circuit breaker contacts that will be in closed position. That is the circuit that will carry the current. The switch, it just like a short circuited condition. So during that short circuited condition, what will happen? There is the voltage across the switch that is equal to zero. During short circuit condition, current becomes maximum and the voltage that is equal to zero. So that's why during this period, the value of voltage that is equal to zero. And here the capacitance switching, that is whenever the circuit breaker contacts are in open or closed condition, what will happen? There is an that is when the circuit breaker contacts that is in open circuit condition, there is a development of voltage across the circuit breaker contacts. Okay, this development of voltage that will create the restriking of arc across the circuit breaker contacts. And when this restriking of arc that takes place, that is nothing but whenever the voltage developed across the circuit breaker that is less than the value of the dielectric strength of the medium, then the restriking occurs. Otherwise, there will not be any restriking of an arc takes place. Clear? So when restrike that will occurs across the circuit breaker contacts, whenever the value of the dielectric strength, that is dielectric strength, that is less than the value of the restriking voltage or the recovery voltage, then this restriking occur. Otherwise, the restriking will not occur. That is, if the dielectric strength that is more than the value of the restriking voltage, there will not be any restriking of an arc takes place. Now, during this restrike, we should calculate the value of the restriking current. So we know the formula to calculate current. I is equal to voltage divided by its reactance or impedance value. Here I is equal to dp divided by Z. So what is Z? Z is nothing but the surge impedance. So Z is equal to square root of L by C into sine omega t. Since in the previous case we have studied that the value of this voltage or the voltage developed across the circuit breaker is twice the value of the normal supply voltage, we can rewrite the expression as 2 into Vp divided by Z into sine omega t. This equation can be rewritten as 2 into Vp into C by L the whole power 1 by 2 into sine omega 2 omega t. Simply I have taken this L by C in the numerator. So this is the magnitude of the restriking current. Now here for this restriking condition, the waveform for voltage and current that has been drawn. And here if you see, so this is the voltage waveform, source voltage, and this is the capacitance voltage. Okay, so at this instance, so if you see whatever the process I have explained previously, the same process here also. So normally when the switch that is in open circuit condition, there is an voltage. Okay, so during that instant the current becomes zero. During during open circuit condition, the current becomes zero. So after some instant, what will happen? Again, the circuit breaker contacts get closed. So during that condition, the current that will be flowing through the circuit. Here, if you see, here there will be an flow of current. So at this instant A, if you see the magnitude of voltage, that will be very high. That is, for the next cycle, the voltage available across the capacitance that reaches three times the value of Vp, three times the value of the normal supply voltage. Okay, so previously we have seen that for the first restrike, the value of the voltage that reaches twice the value of the normal supply voltage, and for the next cycle, again what will happen? It will reaches three times the value of Vp. Similarly, for each and every restriking, the magnitude of the voltage that will be increases step by step. And here, the waveform that is drawn for the capacitance switching with multiple restrikes. That is, during capacitance switching, practically, there is a chance of sequential restrikes. So what is in the sequential restrikes? Continuously, there will be an restriking of an arc, then clearance of an arc. Again restriking, again clearance. And this process that will repeats until all the energy from the capacitance that will be dissipated from the circuit. Okay, and here in the waveform, actually R2 represents sequential restrikes and C2 represents sequential clearings. And when this multiple restriking occurs, it is possible for a voltage of 4 per unit to be developed across the switch. In the previous case, I have told you that the voltage developed across the circuit breaker, that is equal to 3 times. For the first time, the voltage is nothing but 2 times the value of the normal supply voltage. And for the second restrike, it becomes 3 times the value of the supply voltage. And for the next restriking, its value becomes 4 times the value of that is 4 magnitude is nothing but 4 times. Okay. Here, the waveform for the capacitance switching with multiple restrikes that has been shown in this diagram. So here, this is the voltage waveform, and the second one is nothing but the current waveform. So when the circuit breaker contacts, that will be in normal condition, the circuit will be carrying its current. So this current that will be flowing till this point, and then again here what will happen? So up to until this point, there is a development of voltage across the capacitor also, because here now the breaker contacts that will be in closed position, and so that the capacitor that will be continuously charging. So during positive half cycle, this is the voltage developed across the capacitor, and this voltage that becomes negative. Here this voltage that becomes negative. So here this capacitor voltage that also parallelly goes into negative. This will be until this capacitor that will be charged until this current that becomes zero. Here if the current that reaches the natural crossing, automatically its values become zero. So that during this process, what will happen? The circuit breaker contacts get open, and so the capacitor, that is the since it is open circuit condition, the current will not be flowing through the capacitor. Okay, so whatever the charges that available in the capacitor, that will be trapped in the capacitor itself. So there will not be any further development of voltage across the capacitor. So that voltage that remains constant. This voltage is constant till the next restriking of an arc takes place. Here now the circuit breaker contacts are in open condition. So during that open condition, the capacitor voltage that is equal to constant. So at the same time, if you see the voltage across the capacitor, so sorry, voltage across the circuit breaker. So what may be the voltage across the circuit breaker when the when the circuit breaker contacts are in close position, the voltage across the breaker that is equal to zero, because it is just like a short circuit. So during this short circuit, the voltage across the circuit breaker that is equal to zero. Now here what will happen? The circuit breaker contacts get opened. So during opening, there is a development of voltage across the circuit breaker. Until this point, the voltage across the circuit breaker that may increases. Now at this instant, the restriking of an arc takes place. The opening of the circuit breaker, this will not happen for a long duration. Okay, so after a small moment, what will happen means there will be a restriking of an arc takes place. So that will be represented as R1. During this restriking, what will happen? The circuit breaker contacts that will be closed. So if it closed means again the circuit that will be carrying its current. So if the circuit is carrying current, there is a normal condition that will be restored. That is the capacitor that will be charged. So its voltage that will be increases. Okay, now after this restriking that will occur only for a small instant. Then again, the fault has been cleared. So during this clearance, this that will be represented by C1. So when the fault is cleared, the circuit breaker contacts that will be in open circuit condition. So during this open circuit condition, again the voltage across the capacitor that remains constant. Then again next restrike, next clearance. Similarly, this there will be a multiple restriking of arc that will be taken place whenever the capacitance that will be connected and disconnected in the power system. Okay, so this is about capacitance switching with multiple restrikes. During this capacitance switching also, there will be in severe voltage oscillations that will be produced in the circuit, and that voltage oscillations that may be reduced by providing the resistance switching in the circuit.